Wonderful. Just got the meeting record acknowledgement. Great. Hi, everybody. Again, I feel like I see you guys quite often nowadays. I'm Lisa from Arc Home. If you don't remember me, I pop in from time to time. And I have invited John Cox from List Reports. As John self-proclaimed, he is List Reports. So he is the guy at List Reports. He knows all of the insides and outsides and inner workings of List Reports, which for those of you who have not been on past trainings and calls is the most amazing way so far that I have found after years in the industry of automating your marketing system. I know some of you are already connected on List Reports with me or with another lender, which is totally fine. Having a live training like this is really, really powerful just to be able to see, like John said, if you didn't hear it when he first popped onto the call, the proof is in the pudding. So slides are great and walking through a PowerPoint is great, but John's going to do some live training and really dig into where to click, how to click, who to click, what to click, and how you can really automate your marketing and take a lot of that pressure off yourself so you guys can be out doing exactly what you are best at, which is meeting clients, building those relationships, and getting more deals. So without further ado, I have John Cox here to show you guys through List Reports.
Perfect. Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. And before you guys got on, I actually was Lisa Overman for a little while there. So
we're interchangeable.
Right. We are all good now. But yeah, Lisa really hit it on the nose, guys. My whole goal in this whole thing is to make your life easier, right? Because there's a lot of things that you guys shouldn't have to do on a day-to-day basis that we can help you guys alleviate so that you can concentrate on not only the things that you do like to do, but also concentrate on bringing in more money, because it allows you to concentrate on bringing in more contracts, more listings, more buyers. Because a lot of the times as an agent, you guys get bogged down on doing too many things that technology-wise can help you. But I understand the fact that sometimes technology is cumbersome and it's disjointed. So some of the times you really don't have a good experience dealing with technology because it feels as if it's putting more time on your plate than it actually should be reducing. And I understand that. But what you're about to see is something that will really help you tremendously on some of the pain points that you guys have. And I know this because I was a loan officer for 13 years in the mortgage industry. My whole family's been in the mortgage industry for 40 years. So I understand the space, and I understand a lot what you guys go through just by talking to the thousands upon thousands of agents that we have that I talk to on a day-to-day basis. So as I go through this, if you do have any questions, feel free to put them into the chat box and I will address them. I will stop on occasion. The reason why I do it is because I want to make sure that we get through this and save time to get you guys out of here so that you guys can get back to work. But what I really want you guys to concentrate, if anything at all, I don't need you guys to take notes because I explained this very easily, is just how simple the platform is. You do not have to be a Steve Jobs or a Bill Gates or have an engineering degree in order to work List Reports. We set this up to be completely automated for you, to where the only thing that you guys really have to do is just maybe click a button here or click here, but everything is completely broken down and self-explanatory to where there's no complications at all. So as we get started here, what List Reports really does for you as an agent is it opens up Pandora's box to give you technology that is completely user-friendly for you to make your life easier, as I said in the beginning. One of the ways, and I'll go through a lot of different examples here, but one of the ways we do that is automate marketing. So you will never have to go ask anybody for marketing again. You will never have to go ask your loan officer for marketing again. You will never have to worry about getting marketing done on a Friday night for an open house that's on a Saturday. Our system will automatically create this, and this is how it works. When you get your List Reports account set up and you pair with your LO, our system, when you put up a listing on the MLS, will automatically pick up on it. It will trigger our system in order to capture that information that you put up, and then it will carry it over into our platform where our system will automatically, without you or your LO having to lift a finger to do anything, it will create a fully co-branded 25-piece lead capture capability marketing kit that we will distribute out to you so that you'll get a notification, and then you can just click the notification and it'll take you directly into all of the marketing material that you see on my screen here. Now, why do we give you guys so much marketing material? There's a couple different reasons. Number one, we want you to promote the listing no matter what stage it's in, and we don't want you to have to go back to your marketing department or have you create multiple flyers for multiple stages. We should be able to give you everything in one fair swoop, which is why you guys see everything ranging from property websites to open house flyers to promotional flyers to property reports, postcards, sign riders, just listed, just sold, pre-listing presentations, and the list goes on. But we also know, and especially becomes critical in this market, that a lot of times when you do have a listing, you guys already have like 800,000 bids on it before you even need to do an open house. We get it. That's the reason why we give you all the marketing, because we know that you need to market the listing, but you also want to market your brand. And that is important because either way, you don't have to create it, which is why we give you everything. So you don't have to go back and ask. You don't have to have multiple creations of different marketing. It's all distributed to you in one fair swoop. And to make it even simpler, everything that you want to do is done with a click of a button, because of the fact that everything is self-explanatory, as you can see here. So if you did want to distribute this out anyway, or you wanted to view the marketing material, you just click on the flyer that you want to go ahead and view. If you want to download any of the marketing material as a PDF to get it out or attach it to an email, fantastic. Go ahead and click it, and then the system will automatically allow you to download it as a PDF within seconds, and now you can attach it to an email. But John, what if I want to get this out to social media? How's that done? That is the easiest thing. All you have to do is click on the share box, and it opens it up to where you can copy the link, directly post to your Facebook, email it out to anybody through your contacts, send to Twitter, and we also show you how to go ahead and post through Instagram, because if any of you are not familiar, Instagram doesn't allow you to post through third-party postings. So we will go ahead and show you how that is done when you want to post to Instagram. Now, when you go ahead and decide if you want to post to Facebook, it's simply done with a click of a button. So for example, if I wanted to get the open house flyer out, I just click Facebook share. It'll automatically go to my Facebook page, and now I can just post something and I'm done. There's no going here, going there, uploading this, downloading that. That is completely ridiculous, and you guys don't have the time to do it. And nor do we want you to have the time to do it, because we want you to concentrate on bringing in more profitability in the door. Whether that's connecting with more clients, getting contracts in, talking to more buyers, whatever the case is, this is taking away time on your plate and could be automated so you can do those things that are profitable. Now, the marketing material that we distribute out, guys, is some of the best that is out there. It's very professionally done, and it caters to the customers of today because we make it very simple. There's not a whole lot of distractions going on with our marketing material. We don't try to overcompensate for things. We keep it simple because that is the way the consumers like it. They want things simple and easy, and they don't want to be distracted by complications of anything on marketing. So on our marketing material, it's all editable. You guys can change it any way you want to, custom make it any way you want to, but we incorporate everything that the majority of most people find important when we do create it. All the information about the listing, all the nice pictures that go along with it, all the information about your LO, all the information about you as the agent, and then they flip it over to the backside, and automatically every time our system runs all of the neighborhood reports. So we pull all the data in the specific area where your listing is, and we create a neighborhood report. Now, this just breaks down the fundamental things that most people find important when they are looking for a home, like the conveniences, what's close by, the schools in the area, outdoor activities, neighborhood restaurants. The whole purpose of this is to make something that's creative and eye-appealing to the consumer, make it so that we don't overcomplicate things by having a bunch of data points that the consumer doesn't care about, or putting it in to a way that they really doesn't resonate with the consumer, like using the MLS data sheet. We create something that looks like a Candyland game board. So even if nobody is interested, they still pull the marketing materials because they are intrigued on what this is. And it looks professional, and it lends credibility to you as an agent because you came up with all this great marketing, and it makes you look like the area expert in that particular area, when in fact you or your loan officer partner didn't lift a finger to create anything, but you still have the ability to get this great marketing material out. You guys also have the ability to custom and tailor make the marketing material. So for example, I stole this from my agent, Noelle. She had sold a listing, and then she created a just sold flyer, but was able through list reports to write personal messages on it. So what she did, and she wrote comparable to your home, 80,000 over asking. Now, the reason why she did this is because she distributed this marketing material particularly out to the neighbors of the neighborhood of the home where she sold that loan or that home. Reason being is because if there's low inventory out there, where are you going to get inventory from? Well, you're going to get it from people already in their homes. The problem that arises is the majority of people in those homes don't really care to go find that information out by themselves, but if presented it to them automatically or distributed out to them, then they could at least possibly turn the light bulb switch on. Because if I'm a homeowner and I know the homes are going over, I'm going to kind of think about maybe I should be looking at selling my home, especially if I'm looking to relocate or downsize. But we have to get that information out, because if we're just going to sit there and say, oh, low inventory, what are we doing to strategically change the way we're doing business if we already know that fact? Are we throwing our hands up, or are we thinking outside the box to try and create things that turn that light bulb switch on for the consumer to try and deliver us more business? Because honestly, guys, the low inventory thing, I don't see it changing anytime soon because things are too expensive, right? Wood, copper, aluminum, everything is expensive, and they're not going to be building at a rapid pace unless something changes. And especially if we have this Delta variant going on, that's really going to significantly change the number of homes that are being built. So if we know this ahead of time and we think proactively on our business, then we can go ahead and jump in front of this and start creating ways that we can go ahead and get more business. And this is just a great way to do it. That's done very easily. The other great thing is we allow you to be able to capture more leads through the marketing material. So as you guys set up your account through list reports, and one of the amenities that your loan officer can provide you is to be able to create your own text to lead code, as you see right here, where it says buy listing. The reason why we want to create this, guys, is because too many times as agents, we depend on things that are proactively not being done by the consumer, meaning phone calls or emails. And we're missing out on a lot of leads because we're not making it easier for the consumer to access. Even if we have QR codes, that's great. But the thing about QR codes that I found out is, if I'm a consumer and let's just say I drive by the home that you see on the marketing, I literally have to stop, get out of the car, go up to the QR code and then scan it. Because a lot of the times, even if I zoom, it doesn't work some of the time. And that's not a great consumer experience. So why don't we just create things that makes it easier that people do every day? Text messaging. But why don't we put a spin on it to where we're not making it a ping pong match, meaning that a lot of you on your voicemails have, for faster service, please text me. And that's great, but the problem that arises is that when a consumer texts you, what happens? You text back, then they text you back, then you text them back. By that point, you might as well just pick up the phone because you're just having a conversation with no voices. You're not making it easy. And today's consumers, they want things fast, quick, simple, easy. And that's what this text to lead code does when you create it, because it's going to be connected to you and every single listing that you have that you put up through the MLS that you do marketing material for through list reports. So when you create it, and you can have it say anything you want to, be as creative as you want. It's going to be your code and connected to you. When you create it, we will put it on all the marketing materials, sign writers, postcards, everything. You as an agent can put it up anywhere you want to. You can put it up on your website. You can add it to your business cards. You can put it up on social media. It's your code. The whole purpose of it is, guys, is when a consumer is interested, all they have to do is do what they normally do in life. Take out their phone, text this code to this number, and automatically all of your listings will come up on their mobile device. Then the consumer can just automatically click on the listing they want to look at. And when they do, our system will go ahead and create a single property website, deliver it straight to their phone. Now, why is this great? Well, from a consumer experience, when I click on information, I don't want to be hassled. I don't want to have a pop-up of death, as I like to call it, that comes up and says, oh, for more information or continue forward, put your information in. Number one, that's a bad experience for a consumer. I'm not trying to deliver that. But if we do deliver them something like that, then they end up going somewhere else and they fall out of our lead pipeline. So in order to keep them within our lead funnel so we don't have pipeline leakage, let's give the consumer a great experience and give them all the information on a simple basis. So as a consumer, I can just click on anything I want to about the home, view the photo gallery. I can see all the neighborhood report. I can get all your information, which is great. And even though we do give them the ability to put their information in, guys, it's not necessary. The reason why is really simple. It's automatic lead capture. So whenever somebody sees your text the lead code on the marketing or on the for sale sign or social media, wherever, doesn't matter, and they text the code and they click on a particular listing, our system will automatically capture their basic information. We will send that over to you as a new lead, and try not to complicate this. We put it in my leads. So when you get the notification, you can click on it and it'll take you directly into that lead. And if they don't put any information in, it'll just come across as a prospective buyer where we will give you and the LO that person's cell phone number, the property they were looking at. So either one of you can easily follow up to see how you guys can be of assistance or answer any questions. Now, don't make it a mistake by thinking this is the end all, the be all, it's going to be the game changer, right? It's not. Potentially, this is making it easier for the consumers and making it easier for you to get more leads in that normally we missed out on. Because how many deals do you have that you probably missed out on just because you didn't make it easy for people to access your information, right? And I can't answer that question, but think about that. But now if you make it more convenient and easy for the consumers, you're potentially going to get those deals in because you're going to make it simple. And this is a great way to do it because of the fact that it's automatic lead capture, so you don't need those people to put their information in. And I think we have a question here. Let me see. Nope, we are good. Now, the other great thing that we provide to you as an agent is what we call shareables, as you see on my screen here. Now, why do we create shareables for you guys? Well, a lot of times you guys are too busy, or you may not have a great process in play to follow up with your past consumers for referrals or stay top of mind with your current consumers. So this is just an easy way where you don't really have to think about it. All you have to do is decide on where you want to send it. So as you get your account set up through your LO, we will go ahead and be able to send you a shareable every single day. So for example, this is today's. So you will be delivered one of these every single day. And all it's meant, guys, is to stay top of mind with your past consumers and be able to get something out on social media to be conversation pieces. So as you can see, these are really well designed. It's not made to do anything except the two things that I mentioned and be able to give you an easier path to keep up with your consumers and get referral business. So if you do want to go ahead and get the shareable of the day out, very simple. It comes up on your email, or you can access it through your list reports account. You just go ahead and choose your branding. So all it means is choosing the background. So let's just say I want to do gray. Perfect. It's going to bring up all my information as the agent. If I want to create a tagline, I can do it to be set at the top. And then we already build the hashtags and captions so you don't have to do anything, right? How many times are you thinking about, oh, what should I get out today? What should I create? Is this good? Is that, how many minutes does that take? I don't even care if it takes minutes. It shouldn't take you any time because we can automate that to put that time back in your day and deliver something that is very, very accepted by the consumers. They love it. The agents love it. So if I did want to get this out, I just have to hit copy caption, and then I hit the share button. And this directly allows me to post to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, email it, copy the link. And again, we also teach you how to post on Instagram. But now the question comes up, what if I don't like this shareable of the day that you sent me? Fantastic. We know that you guys love options. So all you do is just go ahead and click see more in the shareables library. It opens up the library, and now you guys can specifically go ahead and have access to all of the shareables so you can decide on what you want to get out. You want to get out home tips? Great, just click the button. You want to get out selling tips? Go ahead. You want to get out buying tips? Just go ahead and click it. It opens up all of the shareables that are in that title. So now I can just go ahead and click on anything and be able to distribute it out. So what used to take minutes, or even if you guys did it at all, now takes seconds, and you can still go ahead and be able to stay top of mind. You can get that referral business, and you guys can potentially get more deals. Because it's in the statistics, guys, right? National Association of Realtors stated 88% of your past consumers stated that they would do business with you again or refer you business, but the follow-up just isn't there. So again, is this the deal breaker? No. Could it get you a deal 2, 3, 4 here and there? Absolutely yes, by doing something simple as just getting this distributed out to your consumers. Now, the other great thing that we have about list reports is really giving something to you as both listing and buyer's agent called list packs. List packs is used in 2 different ways: to get more buyers and to stay top of mind with past consumers or consumers of today, and be able to potentially turn the light bulb switch on either getting more inventory or more buyers. So as you go ahead and go into your list packs, you can easily go ahead and decide on what listings you want to do, because the whole purpose of list packs is to create customizable, curated listing packs that you can distribute out to your consumers. So if I want to create my list pack, I just go into property search. I go ahead and hit add area, which means as an agent, I can create up to 8 different zip codes. But if I do want to use specifically one, like I did for my area, then I can just put my zip code in. The system will bring up the total number of listings. And then from there, I can preference this out. So for time's sake, let's just say that I wanted to create a list pack on homes in Mission Viejo or in the 92691 area code where I live. I want to do it on homes that the price range is 900,000 to 1.25 million. I want to do 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, single family homes. I put all those preferences in, and then I click property, and list reports will go ahead and kick out all the homes that don't match those preferences. So I can just click the send 30 homes, and what will happen is it'll dump that whole pack of those listings into my list packs. And then I can just click on it when it's done, and list reports will already create a whole presentation on those listings that I can distribute out to my consumers. So we already built the suggested captions. We already have the Facebook clicks, the listings viewed, so we will track that. You can click on the preview and it'll open up exactly the view the consumers will have. So you can hit view homes, again, all your branding. And then from here, the consumer can just click on any listing. It'll bring up all the information, all the pictures, all your information. They can schedule tours. They can contact you directly from here. They will get an interactive neighborhood report. So if they do want to know where the gyms are at and the schools, they can just click on it. It'll show them all the locations centrally to that listing of where those are at. If they want to know where the schools are at, fantastic too. It'll give them all the ratings. If they want to see a street view, just click on it. The whole purpose is to get this out in order to satisfy consumers' needs on particular preferences if you want to, or just go ahead and get this out to get more interest, maybe more buyers, or just let people know what homes are selling for that they may not know about. And everything is tracked for you guys, so you will see that in your activity feed through your list reports account as well. And again, we make it very simple because it allows you to do multiple places where you can easily distribute this out to. Facebook, copy the link, and again, LinkedIn, Facebook, and also Instagram as well. So again, simple, easy, solves for getting that out where you guys don't really have to think about it. You can be as creative as you want to. And we even make it simpler too, because if you didn't want to create your list packs in that property search, we have live ones that you guys can go ahead and distribute out. So these are preset filters that we have. So you guys can go ahead and select anything you want. So in my area, homes with pools is really big. Great. I just select an area that I want to market to. Again, Mission Viejo, where I live. It'll dump all those into the different categories, and then I just go hit homes with pools. So now I can distribute this out, and it'll give all the updated listings of homes with pools in the 92691 area code for Tuesday, August 10th. So I can decide on if I want to send anything out, maybe single level homes, homes with views, homes with pools, upgraded kitchens, or I can create my own custom one. Doesn't really matter. The purpose is to make it easier to get that information out to the consumer. Now, everything will be on your homepage. And I know, guys, that you guys don't like going into different platforms because you have to go here and you have to go there. We understand that. That's great. That's the reason why we make it simple for you. So when you go ahead and sign up for your account, go ahead and click the inbox where it says learn more. And we will go ahead and distribute all the information on your list reports account via email every single day. So you will get updated information on your team, your marketing kits, on the daily shareables, your market overview, which will give you insight into what's going on in your market. And also will give you the daily list report, which is video content from agents and LOs all across the country on successes, how to do more business that you guys will have access to. So if you want to be updated, we have a podcast show that one of our co-founders, Randy, hosts, and they're really great guys. They have a lot of great information on those. And he's pretty funny. He's not as funny as me, but it's okay. He's not that great at podcasts. Just kidding. He's great at podcasts. And you'll also have daily information as well. So you guys can distribute that out, but we send that to you in an email so that it makes it easier so you don't really have to go into your list reports account unless you want to, because we deliver all the information to you automatically. We also do all the training for you guys. So if you want to go into your resources tab, we have webinars that you can register for. They're very simple, but we want to make sure we cover all bases. So we have keys to success. We have how to utilize the marketing materials, how to use the text to lead codes. If you want to get better at social media, how to do that. If you're a buyer's agent, we teach you how the platform works and how the functionality is so that you can get more buyers. And we also have list reports for when you do have listings to try and get them looked at a lot easier without really having to do a lot of work. And then we also have our frequently asked questions, video tutorials, everything under the sun that you completely need in order to be successful through list reports, we have at your fingertips. But as you guys saw, it really doesn't take a rocket scientist in order to work the platform, because we made it very self-explanatory, very easy, and everything you guys need to do is pretty much highlighted. So when you go into your account, it's just basically a click of a button here and a click of a button there. Any questions so far? Let me see if I have any in the chat box. No questions so far. Oh,
John,
go ahead.
when correspondence comes back from a client that clicks on any of your marketing materials, does that go into list reports or does that come to the agent's email address?
Elaborate on that a little bit. So if I post this on social media, like the open house flyer, will that information come back to me?
Yes.
No. So that's the reason why we have that text to lead code, because what happens is when they go ahead and post on social media, like if they're trying to distribute out the marketing material, for example, like say an open house flyer, and bear with me as I get into it here. So if I was to post this on social media, the key thing to do, which they learn about in the webinars and everything, is if I posted this on my Facebook share, I would write something, but at the end of it, I would say, you know, text this code to go ahead and see more details about this listing and other listings. So I always include my text to lead code in there, which is why it's important to create your own, because if they do click on this, then it just goes ahead and opens up the open house flyer for them. So that's the reason why a lot of the agents include that text to lead code as well, because then it drives them back to that property website and then we automatically capture their information.
Okay, so on the property website where it says meet your agent, if you click there, is there an opportunity to email your agent? Like,
Right
okay,
here.
so where does that, yeah, so that lead form, where does that lead get dumped? Does it go directly to the agent email or does it go back into list reports? Okay.
Nope, it goes directly back, because what it's going to do is going to be connected to their personal email, whatever email they put in there. So anytime they go ahead and click on it, it'll automatically send it to that particular personal agent only.
Perfect, thank you.
Yep. And this goes back to your lead section. So a lot of agents utilize this for if they do host an open house, they just bring it up on their iPad and then people can just put their basic information in and then it sends that information directly into your lead section of list reports. And then also on the marketing materials, I've seen this done and just kind of outside of the box thinking. We give you the infographics that you see, which are basically the neighborhood report. So what some agents do is they blow these up and put them on poster boards and then they put them on easels in front of the open house. And when the people first come through, they get all this great, colorful, detailed information about the neighborhood. It looks really good. I've seen it a bunch of times going through open houses. So just another easy way. And then also you guys have at your disposal what we call Go Green flyers. And Go Green flyers just host on a marketing material your text to lead code. So what they do is really twofold. Number one, the agents print these out and they put them in those diploma holders, the ones that have the stands in the back, and they put these around the homes. They put them in the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room. So as people go ahead and walk through, they can just text that code and bring up all the information on their mobile device as they're walking through the home. The other thing that they do is if they have lines because of COVID that people are waiting for, then they just go ahead and distribute these out to them and they can just text the code while they're waiting. And then they also distribute these out to the neighborhood so that they know exactly what the home is selling for. They can see the inside and get all the information since, you know, they're kind of the looky-loos at some point anyway. But it allows them to go ahead and see it so we can capture the leads and, you know, follow up with any questions or anything. Any other questions so far, guys?
I had a question, John.
Yep.
I'm actually setting up my account right now while you're speaking. So, does this automate your listings? Like, let's say I put a listing in the MLS today.
Uh-huh.
Does it automate something for me, or no? I have to go in here and input the address.
Nope. Nope. So if you have prior listings, even when you create your account, and if it's connected to the same email that you're putting in through list reports, it will say, I see that you have 3 listings up currently right now. Did you want to create marketing material for them? And then if you say yes, it'll automatically create it. But every time that you have a listing and you put it up on the MLS, it will automatically go ahead and create that marketing for you.
It didn't give me an area to submit my MLS ID.
When you put in your account?
It just says,
Oh.
find out under the settings, it just says put in the MLS that you belong to. And that's under the settings button down there, yeah. But it doesn't say enter your MLS ID, which I think is how you guys are gonna find us.
Yeah, so it's going to be under your profile section where it says license number. So if you go to your profile page and you scroll down under website, it should say license number. Did you see it come up?
Profile. Only my DRE license number, and it says MLS.
Yeah, so if you, I think it's a drop-down filter. So if you want to do, it says BRE, CAL, BRE, DRE, and MLS, license number.
Yeah, I put in my license number.
Oh,
These
okay.
are all referring to the same thing except for a lender. So there's no MLS ID is what I'm saying. So I was just wondering if how your system finds it, but I am using the same email address as my MLS.
Yeah, then it should automatically pick it up because we have a lot of integrations with the MLSs. And I think, is there a box underneath the license number where it has that, where it says add each MLS you are currently affiliated with in there?
Yeah, but it only says for all of my users here, it only lets me put in CRMLS, which is the biggest one in California.
Yeah.
But CRMLS, but it doesn't say like your ID, user ID. That's all I'm saying.
No, yeah, it's fine because it'll pick it up anyway, because I mean, especially in California, you don't have to worry about it. The only time that I really talk to people like agents that, you know, sometimes have to worry is if they're in remote locations, like when we get into like Arkansas or South Carolina, when you get into some of those deep pockets. But California, you're fine. Every time you put up your listing, it'll automatically go ahead and carry that information over.
So Calvin, if you click on marketing kits on the left-hand menu side, are your listings populated in there?
I have to put it in my address, and then now I have it. So yes, I can. I can see it now after inputting the address.
Cool.
Because you have a listing up right now.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
And that's the other thing that you have access to, guys. So if you're ever hosting an open house and you guys want to go into new marketing kits, you could just go ahead and put your property address in here, and then it'll auto-populate the information as far as the property details and, you know, the photos. So if I take a active listing right now, so let me go into something on my loan officer platform here real quick. Bear with me to show you the example. Okay, so I'll just copy this listing. Forget my Wi-Fi here for a sec, guys. And if I put that property address in here where it says new marketing kit and it comes up, Cresta Verde, I just click it and see how it just pulled all the photos for me automatically. So I don't have to upload anything. They're already there. And then I could go ahead and create that marketing material. So if I, you know, needed to do it, or if there was some extenuating circumstance, I could go ahead and do it. If it's an off-market listing, I can go ahead and create this. The only difference on an off-market listing is since we don't have anywhere to input the data from or pull the data from, you would have to input the information automatically. But as you guys can see, it's pretty much a color by numbers platform. So you would just have to follow the numbers, but it would automatically pull that information, including the property details that you put up. You would just have to put in the property type and the number of stories, and then go ahead and just customize it any way you want to. But if you already have the listing, you already put it up on the MLS, the system will pull that over into list reports and create that marketing kit. Does that make sense, guys?
Looks cool to me. I mean, I could show the users how easy this actually is. It's in a matter of 5 minutes, I was inputting my information. If you don't mind, John, I'll just show really quickly how easy it is.
Yeah. Let me change it over to you. Hold on one sec. You want to share your computer?
Yeah, I'll share my screen real quick just to demonstrate to the users. In the matter of minutes, Lisa sent me her invite to get the free account. And then I just inputted my name information, my MLS, and I could go to my marketing kits and I inputted my address of my listing, guys. And when I click on here, there's already a marketing kit set up for me for my listing. If I was rushing to do a open house, like he said, tomorrow, or I wanted to do some sort of infographics or a sign-in sheet, I could just go ahead and pull it up right now and show you guys. I don't know if it pulls up in your screen right now. You guys see my flyer?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, it's got my cover shot in the front. It has my 4 beds, 4 baths, and I didn't customize my photos. But yeah, go ahead, John.
And stick right there. So here's the thing, guys. So just scroll over into that box right there where it says to get listing and finance information to the right on the flyer itself in the little brown box right there. Keep going up to the left. There you go. Yes. So you guys see how it says list 5539358. So basically, if somebody texts that code, it's just going to bring up this listing, right? So if you do want to go ahead and create your own custom code, you can click out of here. So hit the X button up at the top right. Go over to your settings tab over on the left, down below on the far left. Keep going down right there. Click on that. And now you guys are going to go ahead and click marketing kit settings, the second tab. Oh,
click on something else. Here we go. Settings.
Yeah. Yep. Marketing kit settings.
Yep.
And then right where it says assign code, you can go ahead and create your own custom code to reflect anything you wanted to, and that will be attached to every single listing you have. And you can also default your color theme to whatever you want to. So we already have the Coldwell Banker color palette in there, but you guys can tailor make it. But this is where you go ahead and assign that code, so it doesn't have to be generic. And the benefit is, guys, among many things, is you don't have to buy sign writers for multiple properties. You can use the same one because it's assigned to your unique code. So now you can just keep those sign writers instead of having to buy new ones and create new ones, because that code is attached to every single listing that you do from this point forward.
Okay.
All right.
And yeah, you guys can put in your daily reports if you guys want. I already set up my cities that I'm following nearby. And then it looks really cool. And then in the marketing kits is where I would be able to go ahead and modify my, let's say I don't like the flyer style. How do I change the template?
Yep. So you just go ahead and scroll up, and where it says in big, bold, red letters, edit, go ahead and hit edit. And now we're into the profile information over on the top right. It'll bring up, and then where it says change color theme, up at the top, keep going up right there to the right. There you go. Just click on it. Now you can change it in any color you want to.
Okay. Yeah, there's
so
different
we have
styles.
multiple options.
Great.
And guys, just real quick, when you're going through this, just because it says the company, it's not going to show up as that company if you choose that color palette, right? It just does it from the color palette, but it tells you what the color palette is based upon the company. But we also have a host of different generic color palettes as well that he's scrolling through that you can choose from as well. And, you know, to be honest and upfront, it's great if you choose it for your company. But the thing about it is I always tell the agents or the LOs, really set the tone on what the pictures look like, because it really makes the marketing material pop. Because your company color palette might not go with every single listing that you have color-wise. And to really make it stand out, you should really do it on what the background and pictures are and set the color theme there, because it'll really, really make your marketing materials really stand out if you distribute those out.
Great. I appreciate that. It looks pretty easy to go. I mean, I have like just sold kits because I plan to sell this in 2 weeks. So then I can print out a just
Tomorrow.
sold and distribute it to all the neighbors. But Looks good. Thanks, John. I can switch
Yeah.
it back to you unless you want me to show anything else in here.
No, we are perfect. And then guys, if you guys need any help, we have a whole support team, but you can go through it in the frequently asked questions tab of your list reports account. Super easy. You always have me as a reference as well. So if you do need something, feel free to email me, because as you guys will see, I do these demos and presentations probably anywhere between 12 to 13 times a day. So just let me know. And you know, the great part is I know this platform like the back of my hand. So I can go ahead and answer your email and still do the presentation without losing a step. So I just want to make sure you guys are taken care of. But other than that, the system is very much set up to be user-friendly. There is no complications about it. There's no skin in the game from you because it's free through your loan officer, and it fits for a pain point that you guys have within your business process. It's just figuring out what process you want it to fit. So I appreciate the time. Thanks, Lisa, for having me on. And if you guys need anything, just feel free to reach out to me, but really enjoyed it.
One quick
Yeah,
question,
thank you so
John.
much.
Yeah.
Well, Julie had a question first, and then I'll go. Julia says, how to send emails to clients for just listing or just sold, input the contract info into, okay, so let's say they just put in a listing or had it just sold. Grace was asking, how do they share it to their clients by email?
Yep. So in the marketing kit, when you hit view, you can go ahead and it'll automatically allow you to do that. So let me go into my loan officer one here, because I know that one is branded to my email. So when I go into the marketing material itself, if I wanted to get something distributed out, all I have to do is decide which flyer I want to get out. And then let's just say it's an open house flyer, for example, and for time's sake, I just click the share button and see where it says email to someone. I just click that. And now it'll run through my Gmail account where I can go ahead and distribute that out. And then I can add any content that I want to and select anybody that I want to through my contacts.
Okay. So if you don't want it as a link, Julia, then you would download the just sold template, and it'll be a PDF version that you can email. So it just depends if you want a link or you want it as a PDF.
My question is, we just send one by one, or we can send all the contact listing and contact information together one time?
I don't know if this is a CRM where they can put all your contacts.
No. So that's the best thing, or not kind of the best thing, but we're not a CRM. It acts somewhat as a small slivet of a CRM just because it has the capability to hold those leads in there, and there's things that you can send out to your clients, but it's not really a full functioning CRM. So if you do get any leads in, then we do allow you to update that and allow you to put those into your CRM. You just have to create a CSV. So if you go into your profile tab where it says my data, you can create and export those leads that come in. But as far as distributing things out, it would have to be on an individual basis because, like it was said, our platform isn't a CRM.
Okay, John, my question was the Instagram. So show me how if I wanted to put one of my listings like right now into Instagram.
Yep. So when you have a listing and you want to go ahead and post to Instagram, since Instagram doesn't allow you guys to post through third party, it would have to be done, I don't want to say somewhat on a manual basis, but what you could do is we give you the kind of workaround on how to do that. So just click on Instagram posting, or you can go into frequently asked questions and you can go ahead and share on Instagram. So this is just the way to go ahead and do it, because Instagram, I don't care what platform you're on, it doesn't allow for third party vendors to post. So we show you the workaround on how to go ahead and do it very easily. It walks you through it, and then you can go ahead and be able to post through your Instagram.
Right. Okay.
Also LinkedIn, if you want to know that, but LinkedIn's pretty easy, guys. I mean, you can just go ahead and, you know, post it, click the link, but Instagram's a little bit different because of the fact that they don't allow for that posting. So we do show you how to do it in a very easy step-by-step way.
Yeah, we can follow those tutorials.
Yes.
Anyone else have
very
questions,
easy.
guys? Looks pretty good. I think I guess everyone's pretty good with it, but I'll promote it and share it out and get people to get Lisa to help them get the account. And anything else, guys?
Okay. Nope, all good. Perfect. Well, hey guys, I appreciate the time. I hope you found some benefit in this. Use me as a resource. I'm here to help you guys. So if you have questions, Lisa has all my contact information. And other than that, just keep on producing and let's create more profitability.
All right. Thanks, John, for having
All right,
us,
guys.
and
Take care. Thanks, Kelvin.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
thank you, Lisa, for bringing
Thanks so
John
much,
over.
John. Yeah, thank you guys for having us. Thanks again, John. We'll all talk
Anytime.
soon.
Bye-bye.